Hey, congratulations. Thank you for the applause. Thank you for the applause. This is our, you'd think this would be our last PowerPoint, but it's not because I'm breaking this to part one, part two. Okay, so today for you, it is Thursday, and we're going to try to finish up then. But I just got this new book that I ordered. Actually, the last section called Hitler's Religion was based on this book right here. Hard copy, ordered it, came here, great quotes I want to stick in. So it's late tonight on Thursday night. I wanted this ready for tomorrow. So I'm extending the deadline, which was the grace period anyway, till Friday night. And then we're still circling on Monday. The quiz is still on Tuesday, okay? So what we're going to do today is worksheet IV, worksheet 4, Hitler. But we're only going to do till 80. And then tomorrow, which is Thursday, I got to do some errands in the morning, but in the afternoon I'm going to have it out already. So if you're one of those that normally do this in the evening, then you can see the whole thing actually, because part one and part two will be both there. Maybe even by mid-afternoon. We don't know. But I'm extending the deadline, which is still the grace period, till Friday. But I will be pestering you on Saturday if you don't have it all in by Friday, okay? Because both of them are going to be done on Thursday. What time on Thursday, second one, I don't know. So, we're only doing the front side, not the whole front side, because after 80 is 1 and 2, and we're not going to do those. Those are based on the That Man Is You video. And so the next video, this is part one, part two of worksheet 4, is going to start off with That Man Is You. Okay, so you'll see it when the time comes. All right, so without any further ado or Mountain Dew, well, that was a neat laugh. We're going to go right away. And we're talking about the Chinese. Yep. And let's see the first one. What is the Chinese government church called? And there it is right there. So right away, we're moving. This is number 55. Chinese Catholic Patriotic Association. Okay? The only thing Catholic about it is it's in its name. Chinese Catholic Patriotic Association. It is the Chinese government-run church. And you know how honest those Chinese are, yeah. 56, what do the faithful Catholics do? There's a question right there. They established a secret underground Catholic church, meaning everything was done in secret. The church in China is still underground. And so underground means everything is done in secret. Nobody knows about it. So I guess I would put they established a secret underground Catholic church right there. Stop that period. Okay, so you could, instead of establish, you could put they started, but it's a long one. It's a long blank. So they started a secret underground Catholic church. So, or if you put it this way, they established a secret underground church. So start writing that. Sorry I don't have it underlined. And you may pause it, but we're going on, okay? 57, is the real Catholic Church of China still underground today? I hope you paused it, and the answer is yes, it is. It isn't here. I'll go back here in case you're one of those, but it is still the real one. Now we're going to do two saints, and that's it for this part one. The first saint is Maximilian Kolbe, most popular of the World War II martyrs. Oh, there it is. Look at this. The number 58. Who is one of the most famous of the World War II saints? By far, it's Maximilian Kolbe. A lot of people are named Maximilian. They got confirmation names. Great guy. So, as you know, who gave his life in a German prison camp to save the life of another man who was about to be executed. Remember the story. So we're going to take it apart. Number 59, if a prisoner were escaped, what was the German policy? I took it apart in pieces, and some of you guys know this. That if there were 10 men were to be picked randomly and executed. Okay? So that's it. If a prisoner escaped, that was their policy. 10 were randomly picked, and then they were executed. And I think I broke this down again. And what would the 10 men not be given while they're in the hot metal building? Right here, no water or food. And obviously, you're going to die. So there it is. 10 men were picked randomly to be killed. And in the metal building, there was no water or food. So you starved to death, dehydrated. Okay, so that's number 59 and 60. We got another one here. Remember, you can pause at any time. Does one of the men start crying because his wife chose? So that's what they're doing. They said, okay, somebody escaped. And actually, and I don't have this on here, they didn't escape. He fell into a latrine. In other words, they had outhouses that were in big holes, and this guy fell in one and died. Kind of a sad way to go. They found his body later, so they thought he escaped. He didn't escape. But they didn't care. They thought he escaped. They didn't apologize to anybody. So somebody's gone. They said, okay, 10 people are going to be executed. They were all lined up, and they were pulling names out of a hat, whatever. And this guy's name comes out, and he's starting to weep and cry, saying, no, I have a wife and children, please, no, no. And after escape, they lined up, picked 10 men randomly. One of the 10 men was crying because they had a wife and kids. Kobe volunteered to take the man's place, and it was allowed. So, does one start crying? The answer is yes. Who volunteers to take the man's place? Kobe does, and they let him, which was amazing. They said they were so mean that they expected the commandant to say, okay, you're being executed, but we're still going to execute him also. But to everybody's surprise, he actually let the guy go that was crying. So that was remarkable. That was a miracle right there. And so the second half of 63 was, did they let him? No. And did he die in the metal? No, he did not die in the metal building. The answer is no. They had to give him a lethal injection on the eve of Our Lady's Feast Day, August 14th, 1941. So the next question was, after 64, 65, would they give him, so to kill him, lethal injection? And number 66, the exact date, August 14th, 1941. And who was the most, nope. Oh, what feast day is August 15th? Go ahead and pause this because I think it's the next one, okay? Oh, no, it isn't. The feast day is the Assumption. The Assumption of Our Lady in heaven. So we were having vigil masses, except I don't think they had vigil masses in 1941, but if they did, they had vigil masses already, and the feast day was the Assumption. So now we're going to the most famous female saint, okay? So there's a lot of writing here. I want you to pause it. Pause. Okay, let's keep going. And there she is. The most famous female saint is Edith Stein. So put two blanks, number 68, Edith Stein. And what was her nationality? She was a Jew. You know? That's nationality, religion, all the same to Hitler. She was a Jew and studied philosophy, and like many philosophers we have studied, they were atheists. So what she studied in school, philosophy, so you got three of them right there. Edith Stein, Jew, philosophy, okay? And number 71, what religion should you become after studying philosophy? Proud atheist, not just an atheist, but a proud atheist, okay? And number 72. So she's living a life, you know, trying to teach, blah, 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 you know, being an atheist, teaching at university, philosophy. And then, that was kind of wild. And then, one day she was at a friend's house, picked up a book of St. Teresa of Avila. Oh! Read the book through the whole night. In the morning, she says, this person's got it. And she had a conversion, just like that. Reading the autobiography of St. Teresa of Avila literally changed her life. That was pretty awesome. I would love to see a movie because I bet that's a really awesome scene. So, what religion did she become after studying philosophy prior to atheist? Whose autobiography did she read? St. Teresa of Avila. And what religion did she later become? Catholic. And what religious order should she belong to? And that is the Carmelites. Right there, the Carmelites, okay? So write that down. We're moving fast, and it's going to be a short video. Part 2 is going to be a lot longer, let me tell you. And number 74, what country did the bishops openly... So she's living in this religious order. She's in Austria or Germany. It's getting kind of risky there. They sneak her out, bring her over to the Netherlands, and there they thought she would be safe. Except in the Netherlands, when the Dutch bishops publicly condemned Nazism, they came out and they made this forceful statement condemning them, etc., etc. Did not work out very good. So it was in the Netherlands, right there. Oh. And what did the Nazis do then? Did they go, oh, we're sorry, you don't like the way we do stuff? I don't think so. So 75 is a long one, write it down. What did the Germans do in response? Many of the Catholic priests and sisters were rounded up and sent away. So actually, you're supposed to write the whole sentence. Oh. Catholic priests and sisters were rounded up and sent away. So retaliation, and of course the persecution of the Jews got worse. And once you had the church being shut down under arrest and everything like that, the whole hiding the Jews and sending them out of the country didn't work anymore. So you have to have all this written on the blank. Catholic priests and sisters were rounded up and sent away. If you need to pause it, because we're going to move on, so get that written down. You have a lot of words you have to put. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words. Oh. So when you write those down, we are going to number 76. So pause. 76. Edith Stein was then, when she was captured and arrested, she was sent to, we always heard about Auschwitz. And she was never prisoned in there. Maximilian Kolbe was prison. I don't know how many months he was there, but Edith Stein was not. She was taken off the train and executed in the showers, gas chambers, the very same day. She was killed in the gas chamber August 9th, 1942. August 9th, 1942. So that's the date. And how did she die? Gas chamber. Should have underlined that. Gas chamber. That's how she died. Maximilian Kolbe did not die for that. He died by lethal injection. But she died by gas chamber. And what is the date of her death? August 9th, 1942. 78. After this, do you think the Dutch Catholics were able to save many Jews? Think. No, they weren't. This taught the church of the danger of publicly speaking out against the Germans. Much more could be secretly accomplished by stealth, keeping it quiet. And so one of the criticisms on Pius XII is that he should have publicly condemned them. But nobody wanted him to, especially the Jews, because they realized the retaliation would hurt everybody. Oh. And let's keep going. Number 79. Name a Pole who lost some of his friends to the Nazis, but he still lived. And there he is, right there, John Paul II. He was not in the seminary when they rounded up all the seminarians, which you never saw again. His life was spared. And so that is number 80. So we are going to stop right here for part 1. It's Thursday morning for you, unless you're watching this later. If you're watching the evening, you actually might have part 2, and you might just keep going. But we're stopping right now because there's an annoying cat that's meowing. So we will see you later.